Maseru is in Lesotho, the kingdom of Lesotho. Lesotho is not a republic country, it's a kingdom country. A country on top of a hill, a country that is on its lowest point is at 1,000 meters above sea level. And I'm telling you guys, the place is damn cold. You can see how I am shivering. You can see how I'm shivering. The place is cold, very cold. Right now I'm inside the car. My AC is set at the highest temperature. My seats have set to warm. I'm having a heated seat, heated steering wheel, but I'm telling you, I'm still freezing. I'm freezing. Don't be cheated by the sun you see outside here. Actually, this is the first time for me to experience sun without excuse me, it's very cold. The first time to experience sun without heat, because you can see outside it's very sunny, but it is very cold. The temperature is 5 degrees Celsius at this time of the day, and the time right now is around let me check for you the correct time. The time right now is 8:58 a.m. and you can imagine how cold the place is. Last night, okay, we slept in Maseru. Maseru is in the capital city of Lesotho. It's actually immediately at the border. That is where we slept, and it was damn cold. Just to print a picture of how cold the place was, every person we came across, whether on the road or anywhere else, they were covered in thick blankets. Zile blanketi za kitambo, unajua zile za kitambo, zile tulikuwa tunajifunika nazo, zile za wool, zile za sheep wool, hizo covered by them like thick blankets, and with a bosholi. Do you know what a bosholi is? A bosholi is some type of kofia, some type of cape that covers the whole of your face. It only leaves a space here on your eyes, that is a space on your eyes to see. Everywhere else is covered with a woolen bosholi. So, something else I liked about the country, it's a mountainous country. It has so many hills. We did not manage to go to the dam. Those are some of the tourist attractions in the area. We have the dam that supplies South African with water. We did not manage to go there. There is also the highest point, which is, I think it's around 400 meters above sea level. We don't manage to go there. This one being, today we are having a long day. We are traveling approximately 700 kilometers. 700 kilometers is way far. It's like traveling from Nairobi, Kenya to Mombasa and back. And maybe you'll have some change of like 50 kilometers. So that is what we are doing today. That is why we left Maseru very early. We left Maseru at 8 a.m. and we saw it. Let's not go and explore the dam because it will take much of our time. Here in Maseru, they use the currency maloti. They use maloti, and one maloti is equivalent to one South African rand. So one maloti is equivalent to one South African rand, and they interchange. Like we did not carry any maloti, we carried the rands. So you pay in rands. If there is change, they will give you change in maloti. Like the ratio is 1:1, and actually that's something good. That's something I would wish to happen in East Africa. That is Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, and South Sudan, whereby we can have a currency that is equitable, a currency that is 1:1, a ratio of 1:1 exchange, so that you can move around with any currency and it's accepted in any country, as long as it's in South Africa. I mean, it's in the Eastern Africa. Something else worth noting is that expensive. Accommodation here is very expensive. You get a good accommodation at a price of 1,000 rands or 1,000 maloti to 1,500 maloti. That is accommodation alone without breakfast. And 1,000 rands, that is equivalent to around 10,000 Kenya shillings. That's around 10,000 Kenya shillings for a single room. That in Kenya would cost you 1,500 or would cost you 2,000. And if it's in a posh area like Kilimani, a room that would cost you maybe like 3,500 is what here you pay over 10,000 just a room alone. The main economic activity in Lesotho, I would say cattle farming. I saw a lot of sheep. I didn't see much of cows, though we spent the night majorly in town. We spent the night majorly in town. So that's why probably I didn't see much of cows. So right now, plan of the day, we are heading to Belfont West. That is where we are headed. We already close to the border. We are already in South African side. Crossing the border at Maseru Bridge. It's the easiest border crossing ever. Like they don't even scan your passports. There are no biometrics. There is no CG photos. Taking a scan of your face. You don't even exit the vehicle. It's a drive-through. Immigration border. So that is one of the easiest. We took like 10 minutes. And it's only that it was very early in the morning and some counters were still closed. It's a beautiful country. So guys, today we are doing around 700 and something kilometers. So let's enjoy this road trip together. It's going to be a bit long, but I'm hoping you're going to stay together with me. Nawapenda sana. Make sure you subscribe. still continuing with the journey. We are passing through an estate area before we can join M10. Right now we are on M30 highway. I guess that's it's an estate road. I guess it's an estate road. Then we shall join another M10 highway before we get to the main highway. And surprisingly, in this area there are some pet holes, and we even have road signage to tell you that there are potholes. So I don't know, here they notify you about everything. There's even the sections that are not marked, sections of the road that are not marked. There is a signage that says there is no marking on the road. If it's potholes, they tell you potholes ahead. Though I don't see the essence of that. If they know there are potholes ahead, they should just seal off those potholes instead of putting a signage to tell you that there are potholes ahead. But nevertheless, kila nyani na starehe zake. Now, one thing you'll have noticed if you see on both sides of the road is that most South Africans, they don't paint their houses bright colors. They have very dark colors. They don't paint their houses bright colors. This is not the case when you compare to Kenya. When you compare with Kenya, you find that most houses are painted very bright colors. But here, you're not going to see a single house painted bright color. And if there is any, maybe they know it's for a foreigner, not for a local here. So, but they have nice houses, beautiful houses. The pitch of the house is not that steep, unlike that of Tanzania and Uganda. But it's way low. The degree is a bit higher, so it's way low as compared to that of Kenya. Remember, Kenya we use a standard of around 45 degrees roof incline angle, but here the degree is higher than 45. It's higher than 45, but it is still they still look decent. They use bricks, as you can see. They use bricks. Majorly they use the soil bricks, and those bricks are well manicured. And they makes a house look so beautiful. And there are some that use blocks, the concrete blocks. I don't know why they don't use machine cuts here. And the way we have come across so many hills of made of stones. I don't know, maybe that is not their culture, unlike in Kenya where we use stones to do the construction. Anyway, guys, we are on a bad section of the road right now. I think this is the worst part of the road we have used in South Africa. I don't know why. It's M30. For my fellow South Africans who are going to watch this video, maybe you can tell me what goes on here in M30. The road is called Tambo Road. But I can see like 3 kilometers from here we are supposed to turn left, and I'm hopeful that we'll turn to a beautiful road like we have had before. So guys, remember we are doing a road trip from Kenya, Nairobi, all the way to Cape Town, South Africa. This is day 9. Yeah, this is day 9. And we haven't reached the Cape Town, but we are in South Africa already. We got to South Africa on day 7. Then we slept at Zeerust. We slept at Zeerust. Zeerust is it's a town next to Gaborone. And then the second day, on 8th day, we slept at Kimberley. And then on day 9, we slept on Maseru. So today should be day 10. Yeah, today should be day 10, where we are going to spend the night still here in South Africa. Then probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow we shall get to Cape Town, which is going to be our main final destination. Then from there we come back through the Namibia route. So guys, make sure you subscribe, and I'll really appreciate it. Let's enjoy this journey together. We are still in South Africa. We exited Lesotho, and currently we are in N1. This is N1. Yes, and this N1 goes to this is a route we are going all the way to Cape Town. It's a very nice road, and I love the beautiful ranches on both sides of the road. Yeah, and the road is beautifully marked, so it's a very great drive. We are doing a total of around 650 kilometers. That's around 700 kilometers. And we started the journey at around 8 a.m. in Maseru, that is in Lesotho. Today we will do half the journey. Then tomorrow we shall get to, probably tomorrow we shall get to Cape Town. Today is date 10, so we shall get to Cape Town in day 11 or day 12. It will depend on the time we get to our destination. But since the roads are good, and something else that is worth noting, you can see how wide. You can see how wide the roads are, very wide. You can see on the arrow side, the arrow line after the road, after where the road, where you are supposed to drive, the arrow side which you are not supposed to drive. You can see it can fit a car. Like for example, let me show you. You see already we are on the arrow line, and you can see we are fitting on the arrow line. We are driving actually past the road reserve where you are supposed to drive. But let's keep it to the highway. So that lane, what I have observed other drivers are doing, if you are driving slow and there is a car that wants to overtake, and probably the middle lane is not broken, it's continuous, or you have double continuous white lane, what you do, you're supposed to drive to the on your left to the yellow line. Once you drive to the yellow line, the other car can pass comfortably. So that is something that I have seen here. I've never seen that before in Kenya. In Kenya, people are very territorial, especially if you have the right of way. If you have the right of way on the road, drivers in Kenya are very territorial. They are not going to allow you to pass. They are not going to allow you to pass no matter what. It's upon you to know how you are going to pass them. But here in South Africa, courtesy commands here everywhere. Courtesy commands everywhere. If you are driving, you are slow, and there's a car that won't, like you can see in this stretch, I mean, on the middle center there are two continuous white lanes. Then there is a row on the left hand side. So if, for example, let's say I want to pass the car in front, right now we are descending, so probably this trailer may not be able to move to the left because we are already descending, and it may be dangerous for it to swap. But what you'll find in most cases is that any slow car will just move to the left and allow you to overtake. You can see the trailer already, as I had told you. Just see, I have seen the trailer has moved to the left. This is to allow me to pass. This is to allow me to pass. I'm telling you, my people, this cannot happen in Kenya. No, maybe if these drivers are on a gunpoint. You can see this one also. It has a right of way, but it does not have that territorial rights. It is assuming that everyone can use the road, and courtesy demands that if you are driving slow and there's a car that wants to pass, you move to the yellow lane and allow the middle lane for the car that is driving fast. Because guys, let me tell you, here cars are flying. As I had told you in another video, here cars are flying. Okay? Let me use the French, my French. In translation is, There is no young or old driver here. Even old grandmothers here are flying with cars. Hey, my friend, you see a very old grandmother, like probably 90 years old, and that grandmother is passing you, is going to overtake you while you are doing 160, 180. You are doing 180 kilometers per hour, but that grandmother is still going to overtake you. Even young ladies, very young, you find a lady who is like 20s, a Gen Z, who just overtake you. And at that time you're doing a speed of, let's say, 160, and you left wondering what speed you are they driving. Reason being, cars here are well maintained. Most people here drive zero mileage cars. They drive zero mileage. Actually, as we speak, if you are to stop 100 cars on this highway, we are on highway N1. If you are to stop 100 cars on this highway, you'll be shocked. I'm the one with the oldest car on this highway, and mine is 2014. But in Kenya, if you are to stop like 100 cars on Mombasa Road, you realize that mine is one of the newest. Like you see in front here, there is a trailer that is trying to overtake. Now, courtesy demands that I move to the left and allow that trailer to overtake. You can see this one that is climbing here. It has kept, despite having a climbing lane, it's driving on the side of, on the yellow line, to allow any driver who wants to overtake to overtake. So that's a good culture. I would say that's a good culture. That's a culture that I would really want Kenyans to emulate, whereby Kenyans to learn to give ways to the cars that are driving fast. We have a menace in Kenya, especially the online taxis. Those online taxis can be a nuisance, especially on major highways, especially Thika Road. You'll find an online driver doing a speed of 60 kilometers per hour while they are on their phone, but he is stuck at the middle or at the inner lane on along Thika Road, and they are like, no, I can't give you way, find another way. And you are left wondering, at least have courtesy. Even if you're not going to allow me to pass, at least keep left. Keep left. If you are driving slow, keep left. Let those fast moving vehicles keep right. And I think that is why South African, they are less. And when I said Southern African, I talk of Botswana, because I saw it's the same culture in Botswana. So that is why there are less accidents, because drivers value each other, drivers are not territorial, and drivers tend to give each other the space. And also the roads are good. That is also a contributing factor. The roads are good, well marked. Everything here is marked. Remember, there is that video I did, and the one that I was telling you that if there is a pothole on the highway, the government puts a signage to tell you that there is a pothole. They even put a sign to tell you potholes ahead, 400 meters, potholes ahead. So that's something shocked me. Like now you see this trailer in front. Now I want to overtake. But remember, this is a very big trailer. It has two trailers, not the normal trailers in Kenya. This one has two trailers. And despite the size of that trailer, it is still, the driver had the courtesy to allow me to overtake. So that is something quite commendable for the drivers in South Africa, for the driving